Todd Young Online presents Young Tales. Tales for the young and the young at heart. Today's story, Bulfinch's Mythology, the story of Achelous. As the river Achelous swelled with the waters of recent rains, it detained the journey of Theseus and his companions. The hospitable river god welcomed the heroes to his verdant banks, offering food, rest, and stories to pass the time. Among the tales he shared was the tragic fate of Erisichthon, but, pausing in reflection, he added with a sigh, "But why speak only of the transformations of others, when I myself have worn so many forms? Once I could shift as I pleased, a serpent coiled and hissing, a bull horned and bellowing, fluid and wild as the very waters I command. But no longer. Now I bear but a single horn, for the other was wrenched from me in the course of my greatest defeat." Seeing the sorrow that shadowed the god's brow, Theseus, ever curious and gallant, inquired of the tale behind the lost horn. And so Achelous told the story of his struggle with Hercules, and of the woman who was its cause. Deianira, the fairest daughter of King Oeneus, drew many suitors from far and wide. Among them stood two towering figures, Hercules, son of Zeus and bearer of labors, and Achelous, the mightiest river in the land. Achelous, his pride as grand as his current, made his case. "Why look to foreign heroes when the strength of your kingdom already flows through me? I am no wandering demigod, but a native spirit, eternal and fertile. I bring life to your fields and peace to your valleys. Let this Hercules boast of his divine father. Was his mother not mortal? Was she not deceived? Such parentage is shame, not glory." But Hercules, never one to argue with words when action would suffice, retorted, "Let my deeds speak for me. If you want the maiden, win her by strength, not speech." Stripping off his lion skin, Hercules advanced. Achelous met him in kind, their bodies locked in a contest of muscle and will, each straining to topple the other. Thrice Achelous stood firm. On the fourth, Hercules brought him down, as if the very sky had fallen. But the river would not yield so easily. Shifting into a serpent, Achelous coiled and hissed, striking with fangs bared. But Hercules only laughed. "I strangled snakes in my cradle. You insult me with this form." And with iron grip, he crushed the serpent's coils. Defeated again, Achelous assumed the form of a bull, charging with thundering hooves and horns lowered. But Hercules, mighty and fearless, seized the bull by the horns, dragged him to the ground, and ripped one horn from his head, the river's pride now broken. The naiads, nymphs of fresh waters, gathered the torn horn, filled it with blossoms and ripe fruits, and consecrated it as an emblem of abundance. The goddess Plenty claimed it as her own, and ever after it was called the Cornucopia, the Horn of Plenty. And here's where we end for today. Young Tales is produced and narrated by Todd Young from Todd Young Online. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and join us next time for another story. Thank you for your support.